Good evening everyone and welcome to another tournament stream. Woo! Today I will be streaming the first two matchups of the second round robin. And I will be following Aqua versus Raid and Aqua versus Immol. Now, a bit of house cleaning out of the way. There is a 3-minute delay on the stream. That is to avoid anyone being able to stream snipe one another. And there are no rewards watching the stream aside from epic gameplay. So I've accepted the room invites. Now we can go to the garage. But we are going to wait until the timer drops below 3 minutes before we actually go into the room. Now, basically, this is the standing after the first round robin. Appa and Aqua both looking very strong and relatively secure for the top 8. Whereas Rejects and Beloved both have a few more points as well, but aren't quite safe yet. Raid, Immol, RBMK and Legion do definitely have to fight hard to get there. That being said though, no one is completely out just yet. And no, I think we can safely say that Appa is safe. And Aqua likely to. Like, technically speaking, it's not 100% certain, but things would have to go very, very weird for them to not be through. So it's a pretty safe thing to say. But yeah, these are the teams in our top 8. I've never seen the top 8 quite this close, which is absolutely lovely to be honest as a streamer. I've been streaming tours for a very, very long time, and it never ceases to amaze me how epic these teams and players can be. But when you have a top 8 like this, and it's all so close, and the matches are close, and you have lots and lots of tiebreakers and everything, I love it. I really do. None of it is like easy. None of it is sort of giving away. No, well, Appa maybe a little bit, but generally no one is just walking over everyone. And even Appa's matches have been close and everything. It's awesome. I'm really, really looking forward to that. So yeah, let's have a look. We can go into the room now. Raid steadily arriving. Aqua already completely there. We see the street wagons being taken out. We are going to win the Malinovka for our first map. It is a best of 7, meaning that the first team to reach 4 victories is the one that gets the point. But we still have 2.5 minutes and there we go. Raid now has 7 players, which is kind of what they needed. Let's see. Aqua now ready with 4 street wagons, a 777, a T22 and a Batya. We haven't seen a T22 in ages. So that's going to be interesting too. Of course, the armor is still a very good tank. So I'm really curious to see how it will perform in tours now. Whereas on Raid side, we do see the Steves being taken as well. And we see a TVP, an AMX-54. Potentially a Sheridan and a Patton. No, there we go. More AMX-54s. It is very meta. Oh no, there we go. They keep changing tanks. Honestly though, the last time that we saw these two, that was the last round of the last round robin. Of the first round robin, I should say, just to make it a bit less last. But yeah. Basically, Raid held its own quite nicely, but Aqua did walk away with the victory there. So I'm really curious to see how tonight will go, if the matches will be as close, because honestly, the matches were epic. I was definitely not in any way disappointed in the gameplay that we saw. Because that's the thing, of course, I get that it can be stressful for teams when it's like close and anything can happen and there's a lot of pressure and everything. As a streamer, when I look at the quality of the games that we've had this round robin, it's been absolutely phenomenal. I absolutely loved it. So there we go. 34 seconds left to go before we go into the first game of this round robin, of this matchup. That is. First game. This is the thing. Like, I get that they're... Oh, thank you, Jacob. That is so sweet. Thank you so much. But yeah, countdown clock has begun. We're getting ready to go into the first game. I get that Wargaming splits it up in 2 round robins to basically make sure that everyone meets each other. It would be nice if like the point graph could be added up together automatically, so that you don't have to switch between them. Lots of people already have the Wargaming 25th anniversary avatar, which you can't really read on the screen. But I'll show it after the matchup. It's a nice little event. Let's have a look. Raid tank splitting up a little bit. Aqua doing the same. Way to success in his trusty Batchat. Going for a spotty spot. But being careful, going for that bush. He has to be careful though. He does spot Oxford. He actually... Oh, that bounced though. Who says Batchat doesn't have armor? Oh wow. Jacob, honestly. Thank you so much. Meanwhile, base C has been kept, base A is being kept. Zerd is crossing the lower grounds. Aqua is following though. Ghosty does get spotted for it. And that's kind of what you want to, what you don't want him knowing who's going to be up the ramps. Zerd takes a bit of a hit. And with Ghosty now also being spotted. Shots fired. Not much damage being done just yet. Raid is relocating. Sahara, however, is losing a bit of HP. Corbin holding him in place, making sure to hit whenever they can. But the thing is that the Steves are relatively juicy, and now Corbin is also getting shot. Clipped by Milk there. And he is fully clipped there. Oh, and then he gets tracked and that shot misses. That might... No, never mind. He does not save his life. Goblin goes down. Now Spacey is in trouble. Near the ice fish, he is being absolutely massacred. Slowly but surely, that is. C, in the meantime, has gone down. Spacey's not looking too healthy. Does try to get into safety. Does get killed, but Milk goes down at the same time. Reaction and Ghosty are facing off one another. Sahara goes down, and now we have Blue landing a massive hit into Way to Success there. Zerd is set on fire. It is again a fiery night. Way to Success tries to get out of there, and he manages to do that, but only just. And now, Daniel took the hit. Blitz player goes down. There goes Oxford. Daniel's facing off versus Blue. F goes down. It is 4 versus 2 though. And Daniel might not make it. He does land a good tracking shot, but that's not going to save his life in this case. Unless, of course, that happens. There you go. Daniel manages to survive. As does Way to Success. Which is, of course, Ufpa and Josh. That bounce on the Batchat though, that's like, wow. Well played overall, lots of midi battles happening everywhere, so I'm sorry that I couldn't follow everything there. But Aqua finishing up quite nicely, more or less, I think because of the focus fight, they stuck more together as a team. Even Spacey, when he got people coming up behind him, he didn't stick his tank somewhere where he would survive, he would just push on, so that basically he could fire as long as he could. Raid now ready with 2 AMX 54s, 4 Steves and a 1-1B. And Aqua's going for quite a different lineup as well. We see a VK90, a Kranwagen, 2 1-1Bs and 3 Steves. So that's going to be very interesting to watch as well. I love it when it's like this though. Aqua tends to take tanks that are not quite standard. And it's not that we don't see them. But as you can see with Raid's team, that's sort of like the meta. You get Street Wagens, AMX 54s with either a 1-1B or a TVP or the old super German heavy steel, something like that. And it's interesting to see that Aqua tends to just pick a few tanks that are not quite in there. So it's really fun to watch that. Daniel unreadying, but readying up back in time. And let's have a look. Here we go into the second game of this evening. Raid not going for A, but going for C and bit middle probably. Whereas Aqua is heading towards the base A section again. Reaction might be going for a cheeky B cap here. Cheeky B cap. A is getting capped. And Reaction goes to the bush, doesn't see anyone. So Ray goes for the C cap. And I think they think that base B is more protected than this. And it might soon be, because now they're rotating back around. Ghosty actually gets spotted there. The street wagons moving in back. We've seen this move before, and Raid was glorious when that happened. But Aqua is content to hold where they are. Raid, however, is capping base B. He is getting away with it. And that means that they have an ever-growing point advantage. Reaction heading out of there. He's not been spotted the whole time he capped and moved out of there, which is probably why he's still alive. Not saying that he wouldn't survive it, but he would have probably been hurt a lot if... Spacey holding the ramps together with Way to Success and Ghosty, of course. But Raid has a very comfortable position. All they need to do is protect the bases and hold. See, he is spotted Sahara as well as he moves back. But he does not get shot for it. And Oxford here is in a very tricky position. Because there is not a lot of space to hide from if you're shot from two sides. But now we have Aqua actually pushing together. They're going after Sihi and Milk. Sihi does not really want to be there anymore. He's not without help though, and basically Aqua is paying quite heavily for the HP that they're taking. F and Zerd looking very unhealthy. Cobben moving in quite aggressively here. Zerd actually goes down. Sihi being the primary target. He is still alive though. He goes down now. But there goes Cobben as well. They're going after Ways to Success now. Sahara goes down. But therefore becomes optimum armor for Spacey here. They want to get Milk out of the way. There's sort of like, again, mini battles. You have Blue versus F. Milk got taken out. It is 5 versus 4. That is a low roll. Oof. F and Spacey both go down 4 versus 3. But they did steal the base. And that could be tricky because they're gonna win on caps if they survive. But that's the big if. Because they're holding the base here. They're looking to make sure that no one crosses over. They don't really have time to go off big hit into Blitz player. And that is a very expensive hit to take. He does get oof, and immediately dies straight after. And this is Aqua's game purely on points, purely on HP. And it looked to be going very badly for Aqua there for a moment. They lost a lot of HP, but I think I wouldn't call it like overconfident, but maybe Raid got a little overconfident there. And then they bled back. Plus Aqua using the cover a bit more. Very well played by both teams. Honestly, reaction man of the match for me with the way that he managed to cap that base B and then still managed to pull back without even getting spotted. I always like moments like that, to be honest. And let's have a look. Little over 1 minute left to go. Raid completely ready for Fort Despair now. With 2 AMX 54s, 4 Steves and a 777. Whereas on Aqua's side, Zerd has gone offline. But he'll probably, hopefully make it back. And I hope it's not the bug thing. Because honestly, no one wants. At least he's ready up and he did. There you go, he's back. It's always stressful when they do that. I remember that back when I don't play a lot of tools, but back when I did, I would just like not touch my iPad until we actually went into the battle. Just to make sure that I couldn't crash or anything. Aqua now taking 3 Crown Wagons, a VK-72, a Badget and only 2 Steves. So that's going to be highly interesting as well. Also whether or not Zerd will actually make it into the battle. And he's back again. I hate it when they do that. And let's see. Raid heading for BC area. Sending Sihi to have a look at base A and potentially B. F going then the Batchet on the other side. Not quite going into the bush. Not spotting anyone. Just trying to make sure that he's not gonna get shot there. Spacey takes the first hit. Then Zerd and Blitz player. 1 damage. GG. And I know that that can be part of the max roll thingy and everything. It's just resetting the base. But it is funny when you see 1 damage being done. Oxford holding. We hear a track break. F all the way on the other side, now reloading his clip, but did not do any damage there. They know someone is there though, they just don't know where exactly and what and how. Sihi now spotting F while not being spotted himself. That is interesting as well. And they knew he had to be there. They don't know if he's alone though. That's the thing. F is not spotted anymore. The thing is, he doesn't know where he got spotted from because Sihi was not spotted. That's always interesting. And now they're both spotted. Now he knows who's there. Oh, that shot missed. But so did 2 of those. Base C is being capped again. Blitz player again going for it. So taking 72 damage. That is a bigger shot into Blitz player. And reaction is going in for the cap. Oxford pushing forward. F now taking a big hit. But he is no longer alone. He's got 2 people there with him. Raid is allowed to take base C there. Sihi fairly low on HP. But now Sihi has also gone back up now. And now the battle has moved to the other side and they want Spacey here. Spacey is landing shots. We're nearing, basically now we're entered the brawl stage. Sihi goes down. The rest of Aqua now arriving. We have Don Lego at the back is getting set on fire. What is up with these fires though? Zerd protecting Spacey here. Don Lego goes down. Sahara not looking too healthy. Blue goes down. Sahara does get another shot in. And now it's just Milk on this side. Ghosty, very low on HP. Raid, oof. Milk and Blitz player both get taken out at the same time. There goes Reaction. And now it's just Oxford, who is very much still alive. And there's a lot of low HP targets. But against that many guns, you might be able to take out one. You're not going to be able to take out all. And now we have Way to Success just doing the whole circle of death thing. But it's Daniel that gets the kill here. Very well played. Patiently started. I kind of found it funny how we had like most of the battle happening on one side of the map, and then suddenly it all moved to the other side of the map, and and we entered a big brawl. Aqua being very strong tonight. 3-0. If they win the next game, then they've got the point for this matchup. Also, I've pretty much zero tolerance on insulting the teams, because generally the people that do insult them have zero experience in tools, or at least are not at that skill level. So you can have your personal preference. Do not diss the teams. 1 minute left. Aqua now completely ready with no less than 4 60Ps, an E3, a mouse and a 121B. That is a very different lineup than what we're used to. And on raid side we see a mouse, a VK72, 2 street wagons and 3 777s. Let's have a look. $30 left to go. And of course we do have 2 matchups this evening, but I'm always hoping for tiebreakers as streamer. Countdown clock beginning. And here we go. And it's not so much that, I mean, Raid isn't playing bad, it's more that Aqua is just playing better. The focus fire is more on point, keeping their tanks alive. Aqua seems to have a knack for pulling their tanks back and keeping them alive for a little bit longer. And also protecting one another, like the troll bounce that Zerd got while trying to protect Spacey. And now we have Raid going into the corner, whereas Aqua is going for the B and A section. The 60Ps do get spotted as they cross there. Are not getting any. Oh, never mind, he is taking shots for that. But as a result, they know where they are. And he takes another one and another one. Has to be careful not to take too many hits. Daniel being set upon. Big shots at blue. But Corbin and Daniel are both looking a little worse for wear. Oh, big hits into Ghosty. That was an ammo rack though. Isn't the 60P supposed to be ammo rack rather than getting the ammo racks? Blitz player goes down. Reaction very low on HP. He gets taken out by the 121B. This is the thing that also what Aqua is doing. They're keeping their long reload tanks for big damage. And then making sure that the faster reloaded tanks do the kill things. See, he's Spacey. People dropping left and right. Corbin's still alive. Facing off against Sahara. Zerd goes down. Sahara gets another shot in. There goes Oxford. Now it's just Sahara and Milk. He does take out Cobban. But it is 4 versus 2. And again, it's just too many guns. Lego. Already turning towards Sahara. They are coordinating who is shooting who when. Don Lego looking up at the sky, knowing he's not going to reload before the kill happens. And Daniel takes the kill. Very well played by Aqua. Very convincingly won here. And taking home the point. It's just how coordinated Aqua is. You can tell some of the stuff that's happening on voice with sharing the kills, sharing the damage and everything. The way that the big guns ignored low HP targets so that the smaller guns could take them out and everything. That is just chef's kiss. Beautiful. And very well played by Aqua. Very well played by Raid as well, because like I said, it's not that Raid is playing bad, it's more that Aqua is playing better. So they convincingly took home the point. So let's have a quick look. The matches will not be over yet. No points yet known just yet, aside of course from what we know. So I'm not going to look at the scoreboard yet, as in all the matches and everything. Because we got quite some time before the next match happens. Oh god, we do have a lot of time, don't we? Let's have a look. Just to make sure. It would help if it loaded. There we go. Yeah, we've got about 45 minutes of replays. 40 minutes before the room invite is up. So we're just going to have a look at some replays. Got a whole bunch of them. Don't know exactly all the results, but should be fun. So let's have a look then. Got some Kranwagen plays. Thing is, Kranwagen is an absolutely lovely tank. Let's see, also just going to see quickly what was said. Because I have no qualms yeeting people if I feel that they're out of line. While you watch the Kranwagen. I actually don't know if you hear any noise if I'm not actually have my screen on the game, so to speak. Nice little bounce there. But this is the thing, like, I never understand people insulting other teams for being outplayed by other teams. We've seen absolutely epic games from Raid before. And honestly, yes, I would obviously like tiebreakers more and everything. Also seeing... I see my name in the chat. I recognize that. But the thing is that I don't know what's being said. Sorry, I cannot read Cyrillic. Ah, okay. Yeah, the bug in the lower right corner, that's my logo. Also, by the way, Agasine, Professor A, he knows Russian and Ukrainian because of... Oof, nice. So because of that, basically what you say can actually be translated and all. If you have any questions for me though, please ask them in English, because then I can actually see them and know what you're saying. You're free to speak your own language in the chat, of course, as long as you're polite and civil. But that goes without saying, I think. Oof, big hit there. He's having a bit of a farming game, though. One. Oof, nice. Now he's got enough shells to murder him. But then he's... This is the thing. The Kranwagen is an absolutely epic tank. And it can work really well. But it takes so long to get all your shots back. Leave the other Kranwagen over there. The Minotauro is a bee to deal with. Unless of course they stand still like that and let you shoot them in the face. Nice shots. I would definitely premo him in the face more. Just to take him out. Nice. He's casually farming 6k there. If you have any replays that you want me to show on stream, by the way, I have a channel on my Discord that is called Tournament Season Replays. And it's for posting replays for me to show on stream specifically. Let's have a look. Would be nice if you can reload his clip before he gets there. And just at least get a full clip in. He's got 4 kills so far. So that will also be nice. Ammo rack. Ammo rack, ammo rack, ammo rack. Oh my god. That would have been so epic though. Yeah, he's not gonna get that kill. But he did. Oh, he needed 1 damage more for 7777. And now, of course, I always wonder what the damage battle results say, because for some reason there's usually a 3 damage difference between that. Now, there you go. It's 1 damage. But for some reason there's always a difference between the counter in the game and the battle results. Still absolutely epic. Ah, okay. Thank you, Lynx. That's good to know. I've always wondered that, because it's supposed to pick up the desktop audio, but I'm not sure if that's like all the audio played or only the audio that I hear. So it's only the audio that I hear then. Great carry here. A little bit of assisted damage as well. Nice amount of damage blocked and everything. But yeah, I always try to keep up with the chat, but that's the thing, when I don't speak the language that's being spoken there. Just means I can't. Let's see. I have a replay from a guy that we all know. That for some reason I end up showing every damn time that I stream. There's replays from him. But to be fair, he's a great provider of replays, and I very much appreciate that, because I can't play PC to save my life, so I can't play in between. And my laptop isn't stable enough to hook up my iPad, so I can't entertain you that way either. Because that would be a perfect solution. Like, if I had a desktop setup, then I could probably play while we wait and you can all laugh at my noobing out. But I can't do that right now because my laptop would absolutely die. So let's see. Also, like, there's apparently things that let you manage what audio your streams pick up. But that's also the thing. Basically, anything that I add to my whole stream setup right now would probably kill my laptop. Because my laptop, I love my laptop, don't get me wrong. It does what it needs to. But it doesn't do a lot more than that. And it's very fickle and could very easily die. Ooh, nice little bounce there. I can't believe that bend. Oh, you got so lucky there. Now we shot. I'm so too impatient for playing this game this way. I would have moved long time ago. It's not saying that you're making a back call in any way. It just means that I'm impatient. Nice. Kind of feel like I need to give this tank another chance, to be honest. Oof, that's a big hit to take, though. Well, you're being more forwards than I would dare to be. With a gun that big. Nice. Oof. Let's see. Casually farming. Oh, that is lucky, not gonna lie. Ramming speed. Oh, no, don't. Ooh. That was so close. No, honestly, Agassi, I really appreciate everything you do for me. Like, moderating the chat, meaning that I don't have to worry at all about what's going on, about what's said in the chat, because I know you know how I like to mind my chat and everything, and I love it. I really appreciate it. And of course, all the games as well and everything. You're epic. Of course, I say that just as you derped that shot. But that's besides the point. Ooh. Oh. Shark is potatoing a little bit there. And that's all working out in your favor. Nicely done. I've got an Acer Nitro 5 as laptop. And it's a really, really nice laptop. Like, it's an official gaming laptop. But it's a little bit old by now. And I've had it for a few years now. And basically, it handles streaming, and it handles gaming, and it handles making videos. It's the combination of things that makes it derp out a little bit and die. And because it's older now, it's pretty outdated. And Blitz is a heavy app, and OBS is heavy and everything. For a very, very long time, which actually was... Sorry, I found that really funny. For a very, very long time, I couldn't update my drivers because I had no clue how to. I actually bought a program that lets me do that now. But yeah, basically, it wouldn't let me update OBS. Because... Actually, no, it would let me update, but it wouldn't let me stream unless I updated my drivers, which I didn't know how to do. So then basically I was stuck with a very, very old OBS. So recently I got those drivers updated, and I updated OBS from version, I think it was 10 to version 22 or something like that. Which definitely helps because it does run smoother now, and I've had people help me with settings to make it a little bit less heavy on my system and everything. But I would really, really love a desktop setup, honestly. The reason that I haven't is purely because of the fact that I don't have the money for that. Um, Finances are a little bit tight, and it also means that I don't generally spend that sort of money on stuff like that when I have something that works. Like if I hope it survives for many more years, but if my laptop were to die, I would invest in another laptop. But when I have a working laptop, I cannot afford to. Just can't afford to invest in like a big desktop set or something. But maybe someday, and then I will stream properly. But yeah, that's a dream for the future. For now, my little Acer Nitro 5 does what it needs to. Just means the thing is also that this is aside from I would have plugged in my Elgato to my laptop to play on my iPad, and that's where everything would die if I did that. But if I had a desktop setup, I would still have to do that because I can't play PC to save my life. For some reason, the whole coordination thing between my left hand on the keyboard and right hand on the mouse do not go well. I can barely drive. Nice. Not sure if that hit anything. The description with this game is to the wire, so I'm really curious how that's going to go. Yeah, I think he has his chat off. He probably does not know. Oof. Track hit do not help with these sort of things. It is a tricky tank to hit that. Oh, if that shot bent, oh, that would have been absolutely glorious if that had gone. I think he's typing. Yeah, we know that there's people sniping. There we go. But that's not the one that was sniping. He's not gonna spot it for that. Oh, these spots are beautiful. There's the Hellcat. That's the sniper. VK got taken out. Nice. I actually do have a VK and FV Ace replay. I think it's nice in any case. But yes, I do. I will show it. Oh, that'll do. And we have another camper all the way at base A. Or at least where A would be in Supremacy. So now he needs to utilize the AT. It's not impossible, just not easy. I'm not sure what he's doing. But there we go. There we go. Beautiful. That's exactly what we needed. There we go. Oh dear. No pressure. Poodle is not the best tank, and the AT actually knows what he's doing, which is glorious. We know that the sniper is moving in as well, probably through the middle. So he has to be careful with that. The AT is doing a fab job, not gonna lie. Yes, track him. And then murder him. I think he's not letting himself get caught there. Ooh. The light has gone back to the base. I would have gone up the ramp there. Oh, hello. Oof, nice little bounce. Nice little bounce. He is bullying that AMX, I mean 12T, that's the word I was looking for. Nice, good job. This is like great teamwork. I love this. No! We needed him. Ooh, cheeky what he's doing now. I just found it really funny with the driver stuff, I mean, and not being able to update OBS and everything. But that's also my own fault, because things I'm a bit of a nerd. I'm not nowhere near nerd enough to update my own drivers properly. So I always need help with that sort of stuff. I'm more like a nerd as in liking Transformers and stuff. Oof, they're playing Ring Around the Roses. Oh, nice little bounce. Adrenaline. You should have him. Bremo, Bremo. Oh no, Bremo! Ah! Then it's a Remo kill. Yes, we do have Aqua vs Imo up next. But we have some time to kill before that, hence why we're watching replays. So yes, there will be another tour match. I do get what he means with down to the wire. That AMX was the AT-15A was glorious though. Very well done to him. Let's see, I have a Death Star replay by two people. I actually have two Death Star replays. I'm not sure if I showed the one yet. I'm going to start with this one, because I'm not sure if I've seen it yet. Whoop whoop, Starburst camo. Let's have a look. I do love this camo. I'm not a fan of the Death Star at all. Not my kind of tank. But I absolutely love the camo. And yes, I did spend that much gold for it. Despite my not liking the tank, because why not? Because this is the thing. I like pretty things and I like pimping my rides. So I like basically getting the legendary camos. I get all of them, but I don't always use them. Sometimes I like my own camos more than the legendary ones. That is a very poor... Aww. He got murdered. See, the thing is that in tour games, I don't laugh like that because I feel for the players as well. But when I have replays like this and you see someone get absolutely wrecked, I can't help but laugh because then it's funny. Okay. Let's see. No target more for him. Getting the base is always the safe thing to do, because it adds pressure. And to be fair, even in the tool game, seeing someone get wrecked can be a little bit funny. I just feel for them more because I know that one team has to win, but I'm always hoping for all teams to win because they're all playing so epically and they've trained and worked so hard towards it all. There we go. Oh, if that... oh, beautiful. Oh, hello. There's a very ammo-wreckable tank to your left. Which he knows, of course. Because this is Jack. And Jack is very OP. Ammo rack? Nope, no ammo rack. He's just actually done 5k damage though. He is going to eat another shot. Because the Death Star is also quite juicy. But there's no helping that. And he does know where to aim. Oof, look at that. That damage. There you go, he's just fired. Not sure if he's gonna reload in time to shoot him again though. Oh, but never mind. He's dead. He got deaded. Honestly, Jack is a very epic player. And a very epic streamer as well. He does so much research in his streams with like mathematical models and everything to calculate stuff and winning chances and opportunities and all of that. He's amazing. There you go. This is also what I mean. You see, like that little it hesitates before it like loads all the team results. Beautiful game. Let's see. But I have another Death Star replay, and we've got time, so I'm gonna find that as well. Where is it? It's a while ago that you gave me that. There you go. Found it. I think it should still work. Fingers crossed. There we go. It's another starburst. Boop, boop. I just love the whole engine thing. It's so cool. And this is also another thing. I do not like the Death Star. I'm also not that big a Star Wars fan. But honestly, Death Star in its own, as in like the actual spaceship, is pretty cool. I'm still hoping for, at some point, a Ladybug camo. We kind of have the Beetle camo, but that's more a mummy camo than a Beetle camo. So I don't use it that much. I tend to go for the really colorful ones. I would love a Beetle camo where you just have like these very pretty colorful beetles. I actually have like a background in my browser with like bright pink, orange, red, blue, yellow, green ladybugs, and it's awesome. I would love a camo like that. I'm pretty sure that if I were to use mods in the game, I would be modding that into it. But yeah, I'm not really supposed to mod my client. Not like that anyway. Which I'm okay with. Because I don't trust anything I mod because that might kill everything again. Noise. Ooh. And that's the end of him. And that is miss shot, which is also helpful. ammo rack? No, that's an engine deck. Oof. He's in danger. But he still manages to keep the base there, I think. Almost there. Nice. Oof. I do like this game though. It's quite an aggressive game for Death Star. And honestly, I like the Death Star best when it's played frontline. Not like front as in primary target and everything. Because then the tank of course doesn't work. But people always think that TDs are like meant to cap at the back and everything. And that's just dull. It's a boring way to play. So I would always avoid that. I tend to play my tanks quite aggressively, which doesn't always work out, to be honest, but still. Let's see. We're nearing the time that, well, the room invite will be up in like, what is it, 7 minutes? So we still have time. But it's nice to see that we've already crossed this amount of time, which is replays. Nice. No, it's just a TVP. Kapoof. Lovely ammo rack for 27 HP, doing 5500 damage. Exactly. Now I actually have a short replay that I can fit in. I just need to quickly look. But it's actually another desktop camo. I think I did download it, didn't I? So that actually fits in our streak right now with the Death Stars. Beautiful game though. Let's see. Yeah, there we are. It's another Death Star game and it's a short one so I can show it before we get a room invite. Boop, boop. And again, it is a starburst, I approve. Let's see. This is always one of the maps that is a bit tricky for the Death Star in my opinion. Because you have to find something that works. You always have to avoid being primary target, which is the thing. That can be very difficult. On a map like this, that is. Nice shot. No, Death Star on Death Star. And it's 60p. Oh, nice. Am I right? Nope. Derp. Just be careful not to get shot in the rear there. Oof. Nice shot. This is the thing though, when the death style works, it works so beautifully. And that's always makes it beautiful. They are getting in each other's way a little bit there. There's a juicy buffer over there. Oof, that's the end of the buffer already. Don't think he's gonna get more kills or more damage here. Unless he's very lucky. Which he might be, because this was a bit weird. There you go, he gets the kill. And with that he gets a top gun. Cheeky little game there. Short. Very short. But some very nice shots in there. 1460 base XP, 4 kills, 4.6k damage. Nice. Lots of 4s. So yeah, now we can actually have a look at this scoreboard and see what everyone else did. Appa won, which is not a surprise to anyone, I think. From Legion, but they've been winning literally everything. B-Love won. Let's have a look. Versus Immo. And then Rejects won versus RBMK, I think. Yes. Ooh, that was a tiebreaker. Cool. They also started and ended with the same one. I wonder if everyone had that. So that's actually something that I found really funny. No, not everyone. But Raid and Aqua did the same thing. And Rejects and RBMK as well. So yeah, that's the current scoreboard. Which means that the top 4 from the first round have all gotten an extra point there. Getting them that little bit closer to the top 4. So in about a minute we will get a room invite. Also I was gonna show you this. Because this is like, it's a cool avatar, WG25, but when you see it in like the game loading screen, it is tiny, so it's hard to read. But I do like the whole of it, and this would make a very cool background as well. I love this sort of style, with a little bit of neon lighting thing. So yeah, I actually need to play. I haven't played this week at all yet. Basically my back has been absolutely killing me. I've barely been able to move, let alone do more. But yeah. I'm sure that I'll get the battles in time. At least I'll make sure of that, because I want that, that avatar. Now we just wait. This is always a bit the boring part, because we know we're gonna get a room invite. We know it's just about getting there. A few seconds more. There we go. Imor versus Aqua. Also gonna be an interesting match. I'm not sure if they, well, most Jack and Agassi both play on the EU server. I'm not sure about the last one. I never checked the servers, to be honest, because honestly, it doesn't really matter. All servers are equally awesome and equally bad. there is somewhat of a different tactic kind of thing between the servers. I'll give you that. Basically, there's a few things that I noticed when I played. I mainly play on NA because APAC has like awful ping for me. Of course, like EU is my home base, but if I play on another server, it's usually on the NA server. And they do go different directions than where you would go on the EU server, and they do go different positions and everything, and you see lots of certain tanks being taken, less of others and stuff like that. But overall, it doesn't really matter that much, mainly because of the fact that basically half the team will always be potatoes, and same goes for the reds. Skill-wise, servers are fairly equal. I think APAC might have it slightly heavier because of internet issues. But that's also that's a weird assumption though, because most of the majority of the battles on EU also happen on the hill. It doesn't happen often that it doesn't. Just can go every which way, really. But yeah, here we go. Aqua versus Imor. We see the concept 1B being taken out for Black Goldville, which we've seen some lovely Kranwagen play on earlier. We also see, for the first time in the round robins, an IS-4. We've seen IS-7s, and concept 1Bs, and Sheridans, and everything. We've even seen the 215B before, but not the IS-4. So curious to see what they're gonna do with that. I think, or at least I don't think I've seen it in my matches at least. I'm not saying that it won't have been taken, because it is still a very good tank. And especially in the hands of players like this, it will do wonders. So now I just need to wait for the game to be ready to let us go into the actual game. Because this is always the boring part. Like I've said this before. When you know that basically everyone is ready, it is dull to have to wait that long before you actually go into the match. Just over a minute left to go. And we see Akva now ready with an IS-4, an IS-7, 2 Steves, 2 Concept 1Bs and a Sheridan. Versus 1 TVP, 4 Street Wagons, 1 215B and 1 LT. Remio there again. Hope he's all healed up again. Last season some stuff went right, but that had to do with him getting in an accident and basically needing care and everything. So I'm hoping that he's all better now. And here we go. Into the first game of this second matchup. Aqua leaving some tanks in spawn, sending some tanks to the middle, but mostly leaving A behind. Way to success. Oof, getting clipped there a bit by Kuga. That probably wasn't as intended. Imo being very pushy here, probably wanting to catch people unawares. Pushy takes a bit of a hit there, as does Daniel. concepts are not quite getting those shots in. C now being taken. Pushy takes a big hit. So does Ramio. They're in tricky positions, but now we have Timo and Venu moving in, meaning that they can't push up as much as they did before. Daniel losing a bit of a hit. Venu now as well. They're more or less bleeding one another. Zerd, again, going to act like the sacrificial lamb. Going for base B. Ramio goes down. Zerd actually gets away with capping base B. And we have Facet moving around. Pushy in a very tricky positions. We have the concept on B's right behind him. And he's trying to use the pipes to his advantage. Facet going after way to success. Which is why now we have Aqua pushing. Still holding, but they're at a 2-gun advantage right now. Way to success does go down. F not looking too healthy, but look at the amount of HP being dropped there. Venu goes down. There goes F. But now we have Cat also almost gone. Goes down. Daniel dropping down to get murdered. And now Timo and Vasid and Kuga, the last ones alive, versus 4 pretty healthy tanks. And they're ignoring Timo right now. That shot did not go in. And we see Zerd turning around to get that kill. And now it's just Kuga, who's on a reload, gets tracked, which is not going to help her. And then gets murdered by Coben. Go on then. Brutal result. Actually, the push from Emo, because they didn't actually push on. I think that's what might have cost them the game, because they kept bleeding and the poor street wagons were in a position where they couldn't get out. They couldn't move either which way without losing a lot of HP, and in the end they did still get whittled down and then murdered. So let's have a look. Just over a minute left to go before we go into the second game of this best of 7. And we have Emo now ready with a TVP, 2 AMX 54s, 2 Steves, an FV and an LT versus 2 IS7s, a 777, a Badger and 3 Steves. No light tanks. Even way to success has left them behind now. Let's see. Kind of curious how the Badger will perform. We've seen it on Middelburg and it did a pretty good job, actually. Like, there was the way that it was holding certain positions was really, really good. So I'm curious to see how this one will go. And it can definitely be a troll tank. Let's have a look. There we go. And let's see what S makes of it. Spacey heading towards base A. Aqua crossing over. Way to success, probably shooting Daniel, I think. Coben going up. And Zerd again going very forwards towards base B. in a very tricky position. He does get spotted for that. And manages to not get hit for that. GG. And immediately we see a sort of like a reaction from Imo here. Wild Animal takes a bit of a hit. Kuga trying to get out of there. Ghosty takes a hit but lands one as well. Base C is being taken. Zerd is having a look. Ghosty taking a bit of a hit, but no, so does Venu. Zerd so far has not lost any HP. And he is being so forwards here. Aqua is responding, sensing that they have the upper hand here. But they do need to make sure that they get all the hits in. Pushy is being pushed. Slowly but surely being whittled down. Goes down. Daniel dealing with Ramio here. Now you have Marcinak not looking too healthy either. Ghost is just... This is what I love about what we're seeing tonight. The way that Aqua is just ignoring... Some players from Aqua are ignoring certain targets because they know someone else will deal with them. And it's beautiful to watch. F moving in. Badger not being too fast. But he will get that shot in, and he does get a track shot in. And there goes Wild Animal. Venu not looking too healthy. Way to success does go down here. But we have Spacey taking out Venu. Kuga has been taken out, and now it's just Vazet. We can watch that in first person. I did not expect that to be that quick, but yeah. That being said though, there was 8k HP left to get, which even in a random battle would have been a lot. Quite a brutal game. Aqua being very, very strong here. I honestly, I can't believe Zerg got away with using that position like that for that long. Getting there without a scratch and everything. So now it is 2-0. Anything can still happen, but the Aqua that we're seeing tonight is very, very strong. You have to remember that the Aqua that has been in the round robins earlier literally only lost to Appa and won everything else. So let's see. For the first game on Yukon, which is honestly one of my more favorite tool maps. We've had such exciting games there. But we see Aqua taking 2 60Ps, 4 Street Wagons and a Sheridan. Versus 2 AMX 54s, 4 Street Wagons and 1 777. Let's see. "20 seconds left to go. No more match point just yet. But if Aqua holds on like this, Imo really has a very difficult job if they want to win this matchup." And here we go. And let's see. Aqua heading towards the base A side with Way to Success heading a bit more towards the middle. Going for a quick crossover to see if anyone is coming that way, but no one is. Imo going for a very quick base B cap and pushing into the middle. And this could be very tricky because Aqua is actually a bit split up. Big hit there into Kuga. But now they're pushing in. Look at this, the amount of tanks They are going to lose some HP, but the amount of tanks that are pushing here now. And we have Aqua immediately responding, putting the tanks back to keep them alive. But Zerd and Daniel are very low on HP here. F and Spacey arriving at the back. Zerd actually gets ammo racked even though he had barely any HP left. Ghosty now turning around. Cobbin being absolutely massacred. There goes Marcinek. There goes Daniel. Big fire in Kuga. Seriously though, with the fires, honestly. That was a kill shot that could have saved her. 4v4. There goes Cobbin. F not looking too healthy, but neither does Wild Animal. Wild Animal gets taken out. F goes down as well. 3v3. Vasset trying to stay alive. Ghosty. Oof. Big hit there. Do not ram the heavy tank. Venu very low on HP. Ghosty takes a hit. But Vasset is very low on HP. And he goes down, making it 3v2. And they're doing a very good job with crossfiring. Venu is getting some bounces in. Oof, Pushy losing a lot of HP there. And that might make it a game changer. Because now it's just Venu, who's holding his own very, very well. But there's 3 targets there, and Way to Success lands a shot and takes him out and gives the victory to Aqua. Look at that carry from Spacey though. Like, I've always said that damage isn't everything. But Pushy and Spacey both doing phenomenal damage here. And this was a pretty close game. This is again Aqua keeping their tanks alive long enough to make it all count. And I also think that the Kuga not getting the kill shot might have made a difference here. And it's, again, I'm not pointing fingers at anyone in specific. It's always a combination of things. And they're all epic players that could easily outplay me any day. But it's little things like that that can tip the battle. And Aqua is just very, very strong. So now for the second game on Yukon, Aqua is up for match point there, taking 2 60Ps and 7773 Steves in the Sheridan. Whereas on Immo's side we see an LT, we see 4 Steves, a Kranwagen and an AMX 54. I have a feeling we're probably going to see another brawly game. Because for some reason when there's people up for match point that usually happens. In any matchup really. We see Old School in the middle, and NG of course as well. Let's have a look. Into the battle we go. Potentially the last game of this evening. If Aqua brings it home this matchup. This match. Let's see. Aqua going towards the B and A area. Immo. And again now Spacey is shooting his teammates. Wild Animal going for the cap. Way to Success arriving there. Not spotting anyone just yet. They still don't spot each other. Well played here. Wild Animal capping the cap in safety. D also getting capped. Few shots happening. The Steve's in the middle. A and D has been kept. Way to Success actually takes the first hit here. And Emo has a tiny point advantage, but it is ever so tiny. Cougar running around the back there. And we have Vasset losing a lot of HP very quickly, but so is Ghosty. They are using that Kranwagen, but now he's outclipped. Ghosty is almost gone. Vasset not long for this world either. Ghosty goes down first. Zerd now being set upon. Teemo has lost almost all of its HP as well. And there goes Teemo. Both teams lost 2 guns, but HP wise, Emo has a slight advantage here. Daniel being set upon. Marcinek now moving in. Also losing some HP. There goes Way to Success. Emo might be winning this game. And I don't mean to sound so surprised, but Aqua's focus fire and team play is just not as together here as it is elsewhere. And a wild animal just survives the fire there. Vasset finally dies, but survived for a lot longer than you'd think he would. Nice tracking shot by F. But Venu still takes home the kill. Spacey getting wild animal behind him. And now it's just Goblin and the game is for Imo. I mean, technically, yeah, he could like magically ammo rack everyone and have a magic reload speed. But Imo takes home this game. Well played. And it was relatively close. In this case, I think it was really Aqua just not sticking close enough. And thereby, well, I wouldn't say giving, because it's not that simple, but sort of giving Imo the kills here, because they could single them out bit by bit and keep their tanks alive long enough. Wild Animal surviving that fight is definitely up there as well, though. One minute left, and then we go into the 5th game of this best of 7. Aqua now ready with 2 AMX 54s, 4 Steves even, and a Sheridan for Lagoon. And on Imo's side we see an LT, 4 Steves, a Kranwagen, and potentially an AMX 54 depending on what Facet readies up in. Facet does need to ready up, but they have like half a minute left, so there is still time. I always get nervous when I see stuff like this. F and Cobben unreadying for a moment. But there we go, everyone is readied up. And Zerd is now in the Type 71. Haven't seen that in tours in ages. Pushy, what are you doing? Oof. Oh my god, that was lost split second. Don't do that. Imagine getting like a ping spike then lagging out and not being able to press ready. Oof. And let's see. Way to Success going towards the middle. Imo spinning up their forces. So then Cougar towards base A to have a look. Way to Success there in the bush. Pushy going for a quick cap here by the looks of it. And Way to Success immediately responds. Does get spotted there. Does shoot. Does not get shot back. And base B is Imo's. Zerd, the first one to take damage there. And Kuga decides to not be there anymore. And this is Lagoon is a tricky map though. Aqua rotating around. Wild Animal taking a bit of hit, but so does F. Pushy moving back. They are being careful. Base C is now being capped as well. Which will give Immol an advantage. But look at this. Look at the pincer movement that is happening here. Wild Animal is being set upon here, as is Facet. But Wild Animal is the preferred target. And they're using the rocks to cover their tracks. While absolutely murdering the Strijdwagen here. And now we have Facet. Zerd stealing base B in the meantime. Aqua coming around. Corbin again being very, very forward here though. And he goes down as well. Kuga losing a lot of HP very, very quickly. Goes down. 3 of Immors going after Spacey. Spacey goes down. Both teams lost 2 guns now. Venu being tracked here is not going to help him. And he does get shot more. And he gets taken out by way to success there. And now, basically, they have a 2-gun advantage. They have a base advantage. No, actually, no. Immol still has the bases here. But overall, there's just too much HP difference. Look at the HP difference. There's 7k for one, 1.5 for the other. There's no way. This is Aqua's game. Way to success now dropping down. Marcinek goes down. Vassit goes down. And now it's just Timo. And that's the end of them. And Aqua gets the point for the matchup. Beautiful game. Pretty aggressive game. But basically, like, the pincer movements here, this is the thing. Like, Lagoon is great, but when you're up against a team rather than randoms, being in the middle doesn't always work. And in this case, Aqua just wrapped around them and then used the buildings. Well, not the rocks, not the buildings, because they're not there. But used the rocks to hide themselves, but still get shots in their preferred target. And then just slowly rotate it with that. Beautifully done. So that means that Aqua has another point here. Matches are still happening. But we'll have a quick look. Appa won again. So far having won literally everything in the round robins. So they got 2 points here. Belove won as well from Legion. So they have 2 points here as well. Aqua, of course, we've seen. Which means that the last one that we're waiting for is Rejects versus Raid. And that one is still going. So basically that's the last matchup that is happening right now. I'm not going to wait for that. I will be back tomorrow to stream more. And honestly, it's been a lovely evening. Thank you, Immol and Raid, and of course Aqua, for the lovely games that we saw tonight. And honestly, it's been fantastic. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow as well. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all have a very lovely rest of the evening. And I will see you all tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye bye.